Well, this is Stella Rosa. You know, it has a low cost. So, with low cost comes low expectations. Hey, folks, it's me, Brian, and this is what I'm drinking tonight. I'm having Stella Rosa blueberry wine. This was recently picked up by my wife because she knows that I like to review economical wines for my channel. And so this is what I got. So this is the blueberry Stella Rosa, and it is a product of Italy. And like I said, it is an economical wine. However, you would never think so by the labeling. The labeling is pretty nice. It has this crown. It has Italian. The words are in Italian and in English. Um, and it seems very fancy. However, look at the back. Well, here's the front. I forgot to show you the front. Here's the front. But if you look at the back, oh, it screams economical wine. It has nutrition facts, which should never be on an alcoholic product. And it has the ingredients, which include, and this is the thing that really took me for a loop, it includes wine, water, grape must, sugar, color added, grape extract, natural flavors, sulfur, something it's so small I can't even see it. Sulfur dioxide, no added juice. So, with that being on the label, have low expectations here. But again, it did not cost a lot of money. It is 5% alcohol by volume, which is extremely low for wine. And they actually put that it has water in it on the ingredients. Now, if you're going to make a wine that's cheap and you're going to have nutrition facts, kind of just leave that column by itself. Don't put the actual ingredients because they are literally saying they are watering this down. It's a watered down wine product. They actually call it wine specialty on the label, but it's a watered down wine product. So let's crack this one open. I haven't had blueberry wine in a while. Let's see what it tastes like. So you know it's not going to have blueberry flavor. If they're talking about it has natural flavors and no juice added, to have blueberry flavor, you're going to have to press some blueberries and actually have some flavor come out of that. So the label reads, and I excuse the glasses, folks, because the glasses are in the shop, and I have these readers, and the reader's not strong enough, and you know what? I'm not even going to attempt to read it. But it says something like, "This is a great wine." It says something like, it's seductive. I remember reading that in Good Light. It said like, "This is seductive," if you say so. Um, and it has the description in Italian also. Anyway, I'm wasting time, folks. Let's give it a sniff. Now that actually has blueberry aroma. It smells like blueberry gum. That's what I smell. It smells like blueberry gum. If they had a pack of blueberry gum, like Hubba Bubba, if they made a blueberry flavor and you took like 3 or 4 pieces in your mouth, and you know, put 3 or 4 pieces in your mouth at one time and chewed on it, like I would do in high school, like with bubble gum when they made it out of sugar. So that's what it smells like. Blueberry and cheap wine. Don't forget, it's watered down. So a faint grape smell and blueberry flavoring. I mean, some blueberry aroma from some natural flavor that replicates blueberry. Let's give it a taste. Prost, my friends. Light mouthfeel, but you knew that already since it has water. It says served chilled, so this has been chilled for a long time. It's nice and cold. Um, the taste that you get, the flavors that you get, you do get a blackberry type flavor, and you do get some grape flavor. It has more of a grape flavor than grape aroma. First thing that came to mind, other than the blueberry hubba bubba aroma, when I was tasting it, was that it tastes like grape Kool-Aid. This is like a grape Kool-Aid taste to it, which, quite frankly, is not the best flavor. Well, none of them are good flavors, right? You know, they were just colors. So has a little bit of a grape flavor, like an artificial grape flavor. Although this is made of wine, I mean, made of grapes, like, but it's not a hearty grape, if you will. It's not a bold grape. It's a weak grape, if you will, and a little bit of blueberry. So how would I rate this? Mm, I'm gonna give it like a 73 out of 100. Not a terrible product that I would say this is the worst wine product ever. You know, I reserve that for some other wines that don't have the brand name recognition, like Stella Rosa, because this is a pretty popular wine. You go into any store, whether it be a little corner store or whatever, or like a high end, not high end, but like a big producer of a big distributor of alcohol products like Total Wine, you're gonna find a Stella Rosa. You're gonna find it in a lot of different places. If you go to like a really luxurious wine store, you're not gonna find it. But most places, 90% of places that sell alcoholic beverages, you're gonna find Stella Rosa. It's ubiquitous. Uh, but it just suffers from just a weak flavor, artificial blueberry flavor, and it being watered down. Why would I even put that? That's like such a turnoff to put water as an ingredient in a wine. When you think of wine, you don't think of water, you think of grapes being pressed and the liquid that comes from it and the fermentation that comes from it. Not adding water to any of that, you know? So they're really bold. I would say they're bold with their ingredient list, but not bold with their grape choice. So there you have it, folks. Another review in the books, Stella Rosa Blueberry. I rated a 73. If it were a stock, I would say a hold or a soft buy. Is that a category? No. It's usually buy, strong buy. But this is kind of in the middle. It's like a hold. It's not greatest, it's not the worst either. Stay safe, stay sane, and I will see you on the next video.